Mike loved two things more than anything in the world: birthdays and adventures. Every year, on his birthday, Mike and his grandpa Nana traveled to a new country. It was their special tradition. This year, Mike was turning 6, and he had one big wish. I want to see wild animals, not in a zoo, in the real wild. Nana smiled. We are going to South Africa, a real safari. They boarded a big airplane and flew toward Africa. When they arrived, everything felt different. Warm air, wide sky, endless land. They met friendly local people. They tasted new foods. They heard new languages. Finally, the day has arrived. It's Safari Day. They climbed into an open jeep. A herd of elephants walked across the land. Giraffes, zebras, and wildebeests filled the land. A cheetah ran faster than Mike had ever seen. A leopard crept through the grass toward a baby deer. In nature, every animal has a role, Nana explained. They saw crocodiles, hyenas, warthogs, and meerkats, all free, all wild. The next day, they visited the Maasai people. Different people, different ways, one big world. Soon it was time to go home. Mike would miss Africa. On the airplane, Mike asked when they would return. Africa will always be special. Lesson from Africa. Nature has balance. Animals belong in the wild. The world is full of wonder. Traveling, the world with Nana. The Japan adventure. Mike's grandfather, Nana, had always loved adventure. Even though his hair had turned silver and his beard was sprinkled with gray, Nana still had the curious spirit of a young explorer. His house was filled with old maps, travel books, and photographs from places he had visited long ago. One quiet Saturday afternoon, Mike sat at the kitchen table scrolling through travel photos on his tablet. Tall temples in Thailand, cherry blossoms in Japan, green rice terraces in Vietnam. Nana noticed the look on Mike's face. That's the face of someone who wants to go somewhere, Nana said with a smile. Mike sighed. I do, but trips like that are for someday. Nana leaned back in his chair and chuckled. When I was younger, he said, I promised myself I would never wait for someday. Mike looked up curiously. So what are you saying? Nana opened a drawer and pulled out an old world map. He spread it across the table and tapped a large continent on the other side of the ocean. Let's go explore Asia together. Mike blinked in surprise. You mean a real trip? Nana grinned. Every great adventure starts with two things: curiosity and a good travel partner. Mike stared at the map for a moment, then back at his grandfather. When do we leave? Nana folded the map slowly, a twinkle in his eye. Sooner than you think. A few weeks later, Mike and Nana stepped out of a subway station in Tokyo, Japan. When they reached the street in Shibuya, Mike suddenly stopped walking. The city exploded with light. Giant screens flashed above tall buildings. Crowds crossed the famous intersection from every direction. Music played from nearby shops, and thousands of voices filled the air. Mike stared around in amazement. This feels like a movie, he said. Nana grinned. Welcome to Tokyo. They wandered through tiny alleyways filled with ramen shops and small restaurants. Warm steam floated out of the kitchens, carrying the delicious smell of noodles, grilled meat, and soy sauce. Inside one small restaurant, Mike tried using chopsticks for the first time. He picked up a noodle and dropped it. He tried again and dropped another. By the third try, the noodle slipped right back into the bowl. Nana laughed so hard he almost spilled his tea. Travel lesson number 1, Nana said, wiping his eyes. Do not worry about looking silly. Later in their trip, they traveled to the peaceful city of Kyoto. The busy noise of Tokyo disappeared. Quiet streets appeared instead. Wooden houses lined the roads, and temples stood peacefully among tall trees. They walked through beautiful gardens where koi fish swam slowly in calm ponds. Monks passed silently through ancient temple gates. Everything felt calm and peaceful. One morning, before the sun had even risen, Nana woke Mike up. "Adventure time," Nana whispered. Still half asleep, Mike followed him to a mountain path leading to Fushimi Inari Shrine. Thousands of bright red torii gates formed a long tunnel through the forest. As they hiked up the path, the first rays of sunlight began shining through the gates. The forest glowed red and gold. Nana stopped walking. "This place has been here for hundreds of years," he said softly. Mike looked down the endless path of gates, disappearing deeper into the trees. "Hard to believe we are actually here," he said quietly. Nana smiled. "And this is only the beginning of our adventure." Thank you for spending story time with us today. If your child enjoyed this story, you can purchase the physical book using the Amazon link in the description below. For more read aloud stories that support reading confidence, imagination, and calm bedtime routines, you are always welcome at Inner Harmony Reads.